My name is Ashley King and I'm blind. I wasn't born blind. I actually lost my eyesight in a very weird and unusual way that could have been prevented. I was on a backpacking trip abroad and I was in Bali. On my very last night, I was in Kuta and I went out for a couple of drinks. It was no different from any other night that I had while I was there. The next day, I flew to New Zealand, and 2 days later, I woke up in my hostel incredibly sick. I got rushed to the hospital because I couldn't breathe and I couldn't see. Doctors put me in the ICU and told me that I had a large amount of methanol in my system. Methanol is a harmful chemical that is usually used in industrial processes. It can be found in gasoline and antifreeze. But in developing countries around the world, in the black market, methanol is often added to alcohol to expand the volume of liquid. This tainted alcohol is then sold back to restaurants and bars and hotels and any establishment that serves alcohol. These establishments will then take bottles and refill these bottles with the homemade alcohol and serve that to unknowing patrons. You may think you're drinking a vodka soda, but what you may not know is that it's a methanol tainted cocktail. It smells no different and it tastes no different from the alcohol that we typically drink. Just as little as 30 mils of it, a shot, can kill you. And 15 mils of it can make you go blind, have organ failure, liver damage, and even brain damage. Losing my eyesight is the hardest thing I've ever gone through, and I deal with it every single day. But I'm one of the lucky ones. Just this past November, there were 5 tourists in Laos who died after consuming methanol-tainted cocktails that they were served at their hostel. This doesn't need to happen, but it does, and not enough people know about it. Because of this, I'm sharing my story. I've also created a change.org campaign to spread awareness about methanol poisoning around the world. What I'm asking for is that methanol poisoning be taught in schools so that youth that decide to travel one day can be aware of methanol poisoning and the dangers. I'm also asking that methanol poisoning be advertised in airports for travelers for when they decide to go to these countries where methanol poisoning takes place. This campaign is for Canada, but if we can make it happen here, this can happen globally. Please take the time to sign my petition, to share, and to tell somebody that you love that may travel one day. This doesn't need to happen, and if we can save one life, then it'll all be worth it.